That is the area where AI may not be playing a big role in the future. So, for example, one of the consulting that I provide is leadership consulting, where I actually specifically advise co-founders.
Wow.
For example, almost all co-founder businesses will be having issues after 5 years or 10 years, because the previous energy is not there. Things have changed, roles have changed, but the structure has not changed. The roles have not changed. So, that efficiency is not there as before.
Yes.
That commitment is not there as before. And some partners can start behaving like lazy, or
Yes, they
disconnected.
change.
They change,
Yeah.
and that can start creating issues
Conflict.
inside the company, which will affect the performance of the business definitely, because decisions will not come. And some partners might be having other business interests, so he's focused more on there. A lot of issues can start after 10 or 15 years.
Do those businesses contact you at that stage? Do they recognize, oh, we got a problem here? Or do you approach them?
I technically don't approach anyone. So they approach me usually. So yeah, they do come when they have issues.
And how do they find you?
Well, I'm active on my, I have a WhatsApp channels. I have around 20 WhatsApp channels. Around 2,000 entrepreneurs are there in it. But mostly from India, Kerala.
Yes.
Now I'm building the database for UAE and GCC. Right now I have a client in Abu Dhabi who have got several supermarkets under them.
And I guess it's word of mouth as well, isn't it? You do well and they recommend you to other people.
Actually, that's the only way the business in this industry actually can happen at this level.
Yes.
I'm not talking about the big five, but at my level, because trust is the most important thing. It's not like you coming to me one day and saying, I mean, I just Googled you and I found you, and I want you to advise me on the important decisions that I take. That never happens. So that happens only like you might contact me, but you will never have a deal with me, because we are not there yet. So what I always recommend people who contact me is that join my WhatsApp channel and get to know me. So almost every day I have a post. I post on different topics about leadership, about competitiveness,
building trust,
growth,
credibility,
and even family businesses. And one of the posts will click with you. That post will come like, this is me.
Emotionally go, I like this guy. I resonate with his message. I trust him because he seems to be an expert in his field.
Exactly.
And they're like, wow, that's amazing.
I think more than expertise, it's about trust.
Yes.
And trust, I think, is more important in this business, because unless you believe that the advice that I'll give you is from the heart, you will not trust me. You will not have the confidence, because many a times you will have to change what you're doing right now, and that's very difficult unless you really believe that other guy is saying is true.
Because it's going against your core beliefs, right? So if you care for me unconditionally, I'll listen to you. But if you're just doing it for a fee, I'd rather speak to my core beliefs.
Exactly.
Is there going to be a bust time this year? Do you think the stock market's going to crash? What's your opinion?
To be honest, though I did my master's in finance and investment, I have stopped tracking stock markets from a long time. I personally don't believe it really adds value.
Yes.
Because I would rather focus my attention on SMEs and how they grow.
But do you think there's a stock market crash coming?
As I said, I don't
Because
track
it just
them.
keeps going up. I would have thought after COVID it'll crash, but it didn't. But I think because there's plenty of money created in the marketplace, these governments just printed money. But I personally think December, there'll be a crash.
This crash story actually reminds me of an event during my master's. We had international portfolio management as one of the topic modules, and we had different groups, and we were competing with each other. We had some fund allocated to us, and we were using Bloomberg at that time to actually allocate portfolios and compete with each other.
Paper money, right? You were paper trading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So most of them followed the benchmarks, and at that time, and my team, we decided let's focus on the emerging markets. China was not opened up at that time, and the IT bubble crash has not happened, but everybody was saying it will happen. So we betted on the fact that China will grow, China will open up, and the bubble crash will happen soon.
Was this in the 90s?
It was in 2000.
2000, okay.
2000, 2001.
Yeah, because about 2001, the IT crash came, right?
So what happened was that we put all our money in developing markets, and we went away from the traditional IT and all those kind of things. And it was, I think, a 6 months period competition, and at the end of the session, ours was the only fund that made humongous profit because Chinese stocks rocketed like anything.
Yes, and the IT companies went down.
And every other group was competing in minus.
Wow, you were positive.
Yeah.
And what about what's your feeling about UAE and the Dubai market? A lot of people are still coming. There's a bubble happening. The price of properties are going up. What's your opinion about Dubai, UAE?
I think I see that in a different angle.
Yes.
If you think of Dubai or UAE as a place to actually do business, I think that'll be tough because the competition is very high. Because Dubai is an open market, anybody can come and open up. So the entry barrier is almost nil.
Yes.
But the idea of Dubai, I believe, is not that you come to Dubai and do business in Dubai. It's about you come to Dubai, bring your head office, bring your core team, establish here, bring your family, make them have a safe place to live and a safe place for your head office and your corporate offices to be, and do business across the world.
That's interesting.
Make Dubai your head office here.
Your home.
Your home. The home of your office.
Because the infrastructure is fantastic.
Everything is fantastic.
Life is fantastic. Yeah.
If you look around, the whole world is having
taxes.
problems. Taxes, everything, safety, security, peace, entertainment, facilities, education, everything. Best of the best. Right. So I think that is what Dubai is trying to project. I mean, like, come to Dubai, establish your business, establish head office, no matter you're a small player or a multi-billion unicorn company, whatever, be here and do business across the world because we have events here, we have airports here, we have connectivity.
The best airline in the world is here.
Everything. And if you look at it, Europe, America, Africa, Asia, everywhere there is problems.
They're struggling.
Everybody has their own internal or external issues.
They're all struggling.
And this place is peaceful.
So do you think that it's just going to keep growing? The prices are going to keep going up. There's going to be more demand for the near future.
I think when it comes to booms and busts, that's a cycle of life. It happens. Yes. I mean, it has to happen. That's a natural phenomenon of life, you know. I mean, you cannot have an economy where everything keeps on going up. I mean, that's irrational. But the question is, what is the averages? Ultimately, when you take a 10-year period, did the line actually go a straight line?
Correct.
That's the only thing that
counts. You are
counts.
going to have the hiccups. But
actually, the hiccups are important for opportunities to come up for new players. If the only thing that happens in the market is boom, you will have all bad practices here.
And everybody will be making money for doing that.
Yeah, you do whatever you do, you're making money. So you'll have all those bad cultures coming in. When the buzz comes, then there's a chance for new players to come up, new strategies to come up for reflection.
It filters the crap out of the system. What about one of the things that I'm not going to feed the answer. I'm going to ask you the question. When there's a bust, when there's a problem, when there's a downturn, people fire certain type of people and they keep or hire certain type of people. Okay? What hurts me, because I'm primarily sales, right? The first people they fire is salespeople. And they hire more accountants. Okay, that's my feeling. I actually think at downtimes we should hire more salespeople because we need more business coming in. We don't need more people, bookkeepers, and make sure we cut costs. We should be selling more. What's your opinion? Well, it's a very complicated question because it very much depends on the scenario that we're talking at. For example, if it's a company that's actually booking losses now and they simply want to reduce their overheads and they don't have a real plan for it, they might just actually, cut people or do many things. Apart from even, it's not just limited to cutting people. It could be anything. It could be shutting down shops, whatever. But if it's based on a strategy, they have a strategy, they had an evaluation of what went wrong, and they decide that what we are selling is not what we should be selling, then it could be a structural cutting, They will be shedding off people who actually is not going to serve the business in the long run. So that is a strategic move. And I don't think that is limited to salespeople. It could go across the line. The thing about accountants is that whatever happens, they are in the center, Anyway, you have to keep the books. But then again, accountants are no longer safe. I envision a world without accountants in the future. Because why do you need an accountant in the future? When all your transactions
are having a first entry into your system,
Yes.
and the AI, whatever, it actually gives
take
you
care of it.
everything.
I actually think any business that you have to go to is going to go bust.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. The lawyers, the accountants, the doctors, because everything's changing now. You can have everything at the touch of a button in your doorstep.